Cindy and Dave. It's kicking it with the Clunkies. It is Sunday night. Episode 2. Woo! Well, we've done a bunch, but we are here. So, Sunday fun day. It wasn't really a Sunday fun day. We worked a lot, but so yeah, we were just gonna talk kind of about the week and sales, and I had an exciting client that I had been reaching out to for like 6 months to a year. Never get the emails. Well, I send him a present, this beautiful box with our logos and our a t-shirt and some koozies for his own business, but as well as our own swag, and a really nice notebook and pen, and I can't think of what else I put in there, but all great stuff. And he got it. Well, and then I linked him in, and then I emailed him one last time. I'm like, all right. So I follow up, and I'm like, hey, did you get my Christmas gift? I think I kind of gave him a little bit of, Guilt, thank you. And all of a sudden, he texts me. He's like, hey, yeah, I got it. Thanks so much. Let's meet. And I had the most amazing, exciting meeting with him. He loved everything. And then, of course, I brought other things to upsell because I know he's all about apparel. And then I brought safety glasses and other swag items that he loved. He's like, hey, can you do paper and printing? I'm like, does it have a logo on it? We can do it. There's nothing we can't do. So that was my exciting sales this week.
Yeah, that was. I mean, you were telling me about that, and you were telling me how excited he was that, you stayed on him, which...
I know, he thanked me. It's like, thank you. He's like, well, I know you don't want to hear this, but I used Vistaprint at Christmas. And I'm like, And he goes, it took so long to set it up, and by the time I got it, it wasn't great quality. And I'm like, well, I had been bugging you. He's like, I'm sorry. I think either I missed it or it went into spam. So... at least he's got my number, and I got his phone number now.
If you want mediocre work, go to Vistaprint and use Canva.
Oh, God.
No.
Please don't.
So what do you think? I get discouraged after reaching out to somebody so many times. Like, what is the limit? Or is there one?
Well,
if
say...
you know they need you. They've done work with us before. So they've worked with us. So I guess... there's really no reason to stop, but I always get that feeling like, man, I'm just bugging these guys, and it's...
Well, the employee that was there is no longer there, so I don't know if the owner didn't know where to go, or but he just said thank you very much. He saw we spent a lot of money last time, and yeah, he was really excited. But they say 7 times you have to reach out to people to get through, and he had this amazing thing that he said. Sorry, I'm getting a little nasally. All right. 0 equals 0 sales. And he said it was a whole list of a poster that he saw. And by the time he got to how many times and how many sales, it was just a really good... I've seen this poster, so I'm going to look it up while we're talking here. Maybe I can Google it, but, it takes a long time, and if it's an important and the right customer, because we did great work and I knew they were happy with it. So I guess, you know what, guys, never give up. And again, if my messages were going to spam because I was emailing his other person, that was there. So
do you think it's a good idea to mix an email with a phone call with a...
Yep, I do it all.
I mean, it's probably good to...
I emailed, I phone called, followed up with a phone call. I also went on LinkedIn. I linked his page, sent him a message through there, and then I followed up with the gift.
Yeah, well, that's awesome.
So that was exciting. So that was my sales for the week.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, the thing is, not advertising. Follow up is basically advertising. I mean, we see ads on the TV over and over again. And you see one ad and you don't make a move on something. You see a second one, third one, fourth one, you don't. But then when you finally have a need for something, it's top of mind, right?
Absolutely.
So it's the same thing with this guy. You reach out to him 5, 6. I mean, probably finally got to him. He's like, I need, even if you didn't call him, maybe he had it in the back of his head, like, I'm gonna call Sindy when I'm ready. I know she's there. I know she's gonna keep calling. So that's good.
Yeah, it was exciting.
It's tough though. It's hard for me to, I feel, I don't mind following up with people. I don't mind, but the minute I don't feel like there's any feedback or any, like I'm just getting blown off, it's hard. But that's an awesome lesson in persevering and staying on people.
Yep, absolutely. And people love free gifts and swag, and
I hope they do. That's what we're in the business.
I know. Who doesn't? I'll talk about, we got a newsletter going out this week. I'm excited, and we have some really cool new products. And one of the things that you found that you sent to me was a WD stick. Oh my God, this is brilliant.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, I got to check the pricing on it and the quantities and things like that, but I'm going to get a sample of it. So you can get your logo put on it, and then everybody needs it. I mean, from your squeaky door in your car, your house, your cupboard doors, whatever it'll be, is something that I think people will love and keep. So it was one of the number one products for 2024 last year.
Oh, it was? I had never heard of it until I got that email.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, it's everyone knows about Tide sticks. It's the exact same
Oh yeah,
concept.
and those are wonderful.
It's in the pen, and you push it, you activate the end of the thing, right? And then you can fix your squeaky door or whatever you got to do, whatever's squeaking in your
I know,
house.
exactly. So yeah, so that's kind of exciting.
That's a cool thing. You know what? I think the biggest thing that we do, I mean, there's a lot of trinkets and trash out there. There really is. Right. I mean, the industry does get a bad name for it. I think it's really cleaned itself up in the last several years in the sense that, let's have products that aren't wasteful, that are sustainable, that are practical, things that people are going to use anyway. Yep. By the way, it's got your logo on it, and you're giving it to them. I mean, I'm looking right here on our desk. We've got this little tape measure, which I think is the coolest thing. I mean, for a construction company, I mean, we handed them out, and everyone loves them. You put it in your keychain. Everyone needs to measure something here and there. So, I love those things that are practical.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, I don't know if there's a lot of things out there that aren't. And so we try to steer people to the right things that are going to work for them. So,
right.
So, yeah.
Well, so March is International Women's Day. You have St. Patrick's Day. You have also, what was the other great holiday? There's one called Have Fun at Work Day coming up. So excited about that. But also, I know people are going to get in the swing of golf and all those type of things. So watch for our newsletter. It'll be coming out for our clients and friends. And we have some cool ideas coming out. So
speaking of newsletters, if you have a company and you don't have a newsletter, you're really missing out. I mean, we've been doing a newsletter kind of off and on for, since the beginning, but every time I do a newsletter, I get 30 to 40% open rate, which if you look at industry statistics, that's pretty darn good. Now, I don't just spam it to everybody, but it goes to customers and clients and people we know. And as long as you got good information in there, people look at it, people read it, and again, it's just like the follow up. You're putting your name in front of them, you're putting some ideas in front of them, and they might not be in the market then, but hey, they'll remember you when they're thinking about it.
No, absolutely, love it.
It's important. We got to get it. I mean, that's all part of our goals in 2025 is that consistency. We do a lot of things great. We don't always do a lot of the great things all the time. You get pulled in 20 different directions, but you got to have a certain cadence and consistency with things because otherwise, people will forget. And I mean, I don't know how many companies out there. I'm like, oh yeah, I hadn't heard about you in a while. That's no good.
Yep. So gotta keep in people's minds. Yeah, I had a fun day. So Sunday fun day. We. It's cold out. Dave was up helping Sam or hanging out with Sam at Michigan State for frat weekend. So I know you had fun. We'll talk about that. So I went into the office, and I think another thing is not only with sales, but also making our front office. I got new cabinets and things like that. Colton put them all together for me. So I really have a really nice setup of display of swag as well as apparel. I almost have a sample of 15 different types of shirts. So when people come in, if you want US made or you want something the softest or the least expensive, we got you. So we are pretty much having samples of everything. So really, when our suppliers come in, customers, or anybody come in, we really got that. So I worked on that all day today and cleaned up the office. So I feel good. Did some work today. I woke up at 5:18 this morning, wide awake. Does anybody? Well, personally, I wake up and I think of two things to get me out of bed. The first one's like, oh, it's Sunday. Well, at 5:18, it woke me totally up because I was so excited that it was Sunday and I didn't have plans and I could do. Dave was out of the, town, so I was like, I can do whatever I want, and I was so excited. So I ended up to take a nap today and fall a little bit back to sleep. But yeah, I love our, play days type of thing. So
no, it's good. Well, you need to recharge. So, but you recharge. You were at the office all day.
But I love organization.
Yeah, I know you do. You're the organizer. I'm not. I'm all over the place. So it's good that I have you, because I wouldn't be able to do any of that stuff. Kind of going back to that, you're the samples, you're displaying things. That's a nice thing about our new space, is that we've got so much more room in the front to really put everything on display. We have millions of different products that we could sell to our customers. Now, obviously, there's probably only 2,000 that we would actually ever want to sell to them, right? There's so much, going back to what I said earlier, there's so much crap out there. There is a lot of junk out there. And, it's our job to curate it and find the best things. Just like somebody that has a retail store, you don't just get clothes and throw it in the window and try to sell it. It has to match what your brand is and what your customers' brand, what your clients and customers want to have. So you find that niche, and so it's important that we keep it fresh and we keep it all on display, and so when people come in, they can see it. Because that is one unique benefit we have. A lot of companies just send people to a website and say, look at the picture, and picture's obviously going to look good, right?
Right. Having a manufacturing location definitely, I think, gives us a little edge up. So
yeah.
So let's talk about playing hard. We talked about work hard, play hard. We had a really fun Friday night. We invited some friends over for a game night. Mm-hmm. You know me and my game nights. So I had been so busy all week. I had more networking events and things like that going on. So I wake up Friday morning. All right, everybody's coming over at 6:30. What type of games are we going to play? Well, I jumped out of bed early in the morning, 5:30. Dave and I talked at 7:30. And I'm like, told him all the games. And what'd you do? You just kind of look at me.
Oh my gosh, jeez.
So I came up with some fun games. I have an exciting, stay tuned, I have an exciting drink that I've kind of come up with. I'm doing the packaging and everything like that. I don't want to talk too much about it, but it's exciting, and I'm going to push it forward. So our game night, it was all about martinis. So Dave did make some espresso martinis that we love, a recipe that I've came up with. And then also everything, we had cotton balls, where we had to throw cotton balls into the martini plastic glasses, almost like a beer pong. Well, one team goes out of control. Now, instead of throwing one at a time, they're throwing piles of them, and it is going in the glasses, and it's overflowing, and they're cheating, and I'm like dying laughing. The tears are coming down my face. and watching Bill and Missy, and they're laughing so hard. It was just like, it was kind of a highlight of my whole night at that particular time.
Well, those game nights are fun. Games and drinks, and it's funny. By the end of the night, I lost my voice completely, and you can tell it's still not even back, and I might be a little under the weather. But man, yeah, it's funny. You're playing those games, and you start the first game. Well, you first start, everyone comes over, you're talking, having a few drinks, eating some food. Then you start playing the games, and everyone's taking it seriously. And then all of a sudden, you see this level of competitiveness rise up. Competitiveness and alcohol. Yeah. So it makes everyone loud. And
oh my gosh,
it just it's kind of funny.
Well, I try to pull people together that we start with our Cabo Crew friends, and we were talking about, oh God, we try to get together once a month, and then I invited some other friends, lake friends, and things like that. Just kind of a small kind of core group this time. But what I started with is I made everybody come up with their team name. So we put names in a hat. You got team 1, 2, or 3. People draw their name, but then they really get to know each other. When you're playing a game and you're getting competitive, you're learning about people. So they come up with their team name, and then I had some trivia about my martini, but some, other things about the lake. And sometimes we're silly and naughty, and it's just fun. It gets people laughing. That's the most exciting. And then I love charades. And so we all put anything in there that started with an S. You had to put a word in there, and then you had to act it out. And we went from, all the different types of games. But towards the end of the night, we tried to do a group game, and we kind of lost everybody there. But, we had some last folks stay till 2. And
yeah, it was late night.
It was fun. It was just... What a good group of people. Our friend group is just amazing. The people, our Cabo Crew and our lake friends, I like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It's wonderful. So if you guys need help with the game night, you got to come up with some creative ideas. Just let me know. It's one of my passions.
Sindy can come up with awards and scoreboards and games. And
I know. It's fun.
I mean, always giving out T-shirts too,
Yeah, I know. I didn't have enough T-shirts, and then we didn't. Some people were going back and forth on the game whether they won, and I'm like, you know what? Everybody's a winner. Okay, I pulled that participation card. But you know what? We had some shirts for my new business that we're starting, and I wasn't ready to hand them out. I was too busy, so yeah, it was kind of, we were laughing. So yeah, it was exciting. And then, just kind of hang out with family this weekend. And, it was a good weekend. So we did get some foster puppies. One of my favorite things I love is foster puppies. We picked up some puppies, our organization. They're a little bigger, and they already... by Jill does a wonderful job. The rescue's called Forever Animal Tales, and Jill and Sherry are phenomenal. They already put it out there, and they have people come in to get the puppies already, or fostering to adopt. So we didn't actually get them here at our house. I was hoping to have them Friday night. No,
I left for a day. I thought there'd be dogs when I got back.
So I'm really on a puppy fix, but we're going out of town next weekend. I figured we'll just wait. So, but Friday night, it was exciting. So I'd love to tell everybody about a wonderful organization called The Kind Mouse. And I found these folks. They're in Florida, and they're friends with my friend Sherry, who told us all about it. So The Kind Mouse Productions Incorporated is a nonprofit that really serves children meals, but they do so many other things. They have a wonderful organization where they get the kids and their families, and the kids control some of the events, and they start early. So some of the fortunate families kids are helping the less fortunate kids. So if you see that poor boy or girl in school that has the shoes that aren't brand new, and they're old, and these people are really learning about them and about this organization and helping from day one. So I think if we get our kids in there and show them and, get them to help out with these organizations and help the less fortunate, maybe it takes away some of that bullying and stuff. I know I was part of that in school, and it's horrible.
I mean, I think the best thing you can do is get kids giving at an early age and get them involved in it.
Absolutely.
Giving doesn't just start when you become an adult and you have money.
Exactly.
It can.
It
should start when. Otherwise, it really should start, and you should bring. We did some of the Thanksgiving baskets, and just having the kids participate in that and dropping off those and stuff like that. I think it's huge to get. Obviously they have these charity things that are, big things that are, adult oriented type events, but anything you can get the kids involved, they're just going to carry that on. They're going to keep doing it because they're going to enjoy doing it when they're kids, and they're going to keep doing it.
Absolutely.
That's the way it.
Love it.
So I think that organization, really sounds
awesome. I know there's so many different organizations. It's hard to always give, but I just kind of talk about this one again. It is in St. Pete Beach, St. Petersburg area, and the Kind Mouse is having a casino night. So the tickets are $10. It's a 50-50. I believe she's selling around 2,000 of them, and I'm selling 300 myself for $10. 2 years ago, do you know, they had $20,000, and you get half of that. That's amazing for only 2,000. Your odds are great. So they're having this amazing casino night on March 29th, and I know Tiki Tim's is having their first anniversary party. Oh, you're wearing their shirt. You got their shirt on.
Feels good.
Yes, we love Tiki Tim's. They're down in St. Pete. One of our favorite customers. They're very passionate, Tim and Shani. So their anniversary party is the same night as this casino night. But the Clonkies, we can do both. So we'll figure it out and make it happen. But good luck to all the people, and thank you for buying tickets to all our friends on Friday night, and then I'll throw it out there on Facebook as well.
Cool. No, that's awesome. Cool.
So how was your frat party with Sam?
Animal House. Oh my gosh, it was fun. So Sam's at Michigan State, and he's in the SAE fraternity. Don't ask me to spell it out.
SAE.
SAE is spelling it out, but what it means in all the Greek terminology, I'm not good at that. But no, it was fun. I met a lot of his friends and a lot of their dads. It was Dad's Weekend. It was called Dad's Pucking Weekend because we went to the Michigan State hockey game last night. Number 1 ranked Michigan State Spartans lost to Penn State. So it was, 2 goalies were standing on their head. It was awesome, but I don't need to give you too much of a recap. I don't think anybody really cares unless you're a Sparty. But no, it was fun.
God, there's so many Sparty friends.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but no, it was awesome. I had a great time.
Oh, good.
We went to Rick's in East Lansing after the game and hung out a little bit, and had hamburgers and hot dogs at the frat house. It was cool. It was a lot of fun. Bonded with Sam a little bit.
Oh, that's awesome.
He was happy I was there. I was happy he was happy I was there. I was happy I was there.
Everybody's happy.
Whatever. Yeah, we're all happy. So that was fun. It was good.
That's great. And then I had my mom and daughter over. They came over at 10:30 for breakfast, and I love making big breakfasts. And just really good family time and special time, There's nothing like family, It was really a good bonding weekend. And then, Caitlin, she was just so excited. She was really happy that day. So, and Mom was happy, and she's feeling good, and she's going through some tough times now, and unfortunately, we lost everything in the hurricane down there. The water came in 3 feet, and But you know what? We got drywall up. Dave and I did the primer. She's got all her friends down there helping and supporting her, which is great. Dave planted probably 50 bushes. We put down some rocks. I watered everything good. So, you know what? Anything you can do to help a loved one, I think helping's our motto, from helping our customers to helping, different friends and organizations. It was a good, fun helping weekend.
Cool.
I loved it. So, so my favorite part of the day. So I started this with the kids. Dave's boys when they were little, 3 and 5, and mine are, loud and talkative. We came up with this thing during. I love family dinners, and we all go around the table and say, "What's our favorite part of the day?" So I'm gonna ask you, Dave. So what's your favorite part of the day, and then I'll do mine.
Well, today was a good day. I think my favorite part of the day was making dinner for you.
Aw.
I came home and it's like you were at the shop working and probably picking up heavy things, moving them all around, and I was doing some work over here, and I'd gotten back from East Lansing around noon or so, and so I got right to work. We just got a lot of stuff working on, trying to really get this year going right, and a lot of back office things that we're working on, whether it's books or, working on our sales and stuff like that. But yeah, I was like around 4:00. I was like, man, I don't think I had breakfast with Sam, and I don't think I had lunch, and now I'm hungry. So I don't know. I like when
it was amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I got some fillets at Meijer. I got a little coupon in the mail and used it. And yeah, they were pretty good.
So filet and potatoes, and my favorite is zucchini. And then the way we cook it is amazing. You just egg, Parmesan cheese, and breadcrumbs, and you bake it. It's like crack.
Wow.
It's like, I love it. I don't know. I love vegetables, so give me a crunchy vegetable.
Well, yeah, it goes in the oven and it gets a little brown. You get the panko crumbs and the mozzarella, the Parmesan.
Oh, yummy.
Mixed together, and it kind of browns on the foil in there a little bit. And that was good. I mean, the only thing, cooking those fillets on the stovetop and get a little smoky in here, but I think we're good now.
No.
My eyes are itchy and burning a little bit, but I think maybe that's why I lost my voice.
It's one of my favorite part of the day too. I love cooking, but I was so tired and exhausted getting home. I had to come home. I really believe in 10-minute naps. I'm like a whole new person. But I love your dinner, and I just had a good day of. I'm not really one to always be by myself, you know that. And last night I stayed home. This morning I just did my own thing, and I did a really good job. So I loved organizing the shop, cleaned, I mopped, and so it was a good day all in all. So, it was a long week. Work hard, play hard, and give hard. I think we kind of gave some examples of each. And so I'd like to cheers us before the end of the night.
Cheers.
We're having somebody left some. Ooh.
Did you hear that? Holy cow.
I know, that would sound amazing. You got to drink. When somebody cheers you, you have to drink. It's good luck. You have to sip.
And if you didn't think you did, do it again.
I know, exactly. Tonight, I'm enjoying, Cabernet by Josh. Somebody left it here Friday night. Thank you, whoever that was. Maybe it's my own. I don't know. But anyways, it's delicious, really good, great body.
Must have gotten opened it must have gotten corked late at night, because there was only the neck of it only had a little. I mean, it was pretty full. This one looks pretty fresh, but it's open. Must have been a late night Friday night. I got it, somebody had some big ideas, and then
Exactly. Well, I'm excited. It's going to be March next weekend.
Yeah.
So exciting. So anyways, I hope you guys all have a great week. And I hope you learned a little something, and we appreciate you all. Please be kind to others. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Please foster. Please do not go and get a puppy from the stores or puppy mills. We got to stop that. So, thank you all. Love
Sounds
you.
good.
Have a great
Thank
night.
you. We'll see you next week.
Woohoo! Kicking it with the monkeys.